Doctor, I have been looking forward to our session today. It has been a great week. I would like you to meet a very good friend of mine from AgWeb, Landbaron. I didn't think you would mind him accompanying me today.
Richard, I am a little confused. Who is Landbaron? And what do you mean by him accompanying you today?
This is Landbaron. I invited John Faust and Ari Farmer to come along today, but they were busy working and unable to come. Landbaron and I are close friends. Over the years, we have developed a very close relationship. We are soulmates, bonded together by our interest in Iowa farmland. It is a pleasure to meet you, Doctor. He invited me along today for moral support. He told me that you encouraged him to stop fantasizing and go back to being just an accountant from Apple Valley, Minnesota, where he could resume his humdrum life. Iowa corn farmer has confided in me, and he has no intention of ever being that little weasel Richard ever again, now that he has tasted the life as a filthy rich Iowa corn farmer.
Richard, this is rather disturbing. I had no idea that you had two AgWeb personalities. Just when I thought you might be making some progress, I find out that you and Landbaron are one and the same.
Doctor, I don't know what you're talking about. This is Landbaron. Landbaron is a professional gambler, a high roller, living part-time in Las Vegas. He has other homes as well. Not as expensive as mine, however. I think he has one in Apple Valley, Minnesota. He mentioned something about remodeling it the other day, adding a room addition over the garage.
Richard, I thought it was you that was adding the bedroom over the garage, not Landbaron.
Please call me Iowa corn farmer. Oh, I am adding one. I added a $300,000 bedroom with a flat-screen TV over the garage, which I am extending 10 feet. Some dork over in Indiana by the name of ECI tried to outdo me by putting in an irrigated flower bed at his shack. He even had some Mexicans install a fake brick sidewalk. They should all know you simply cannot keep up with an Iowa corn farmer. Landbaron was so impressed with my addition that he decided to get one as well. It was a good investment. I am good with numbers, and making them work. Isn't that right, Landbaron? Absolutely. When I saw Iowa corn farmer adding on, I knew I had to put one on as well. Only someone with the accounting skills of Iowa corn farmer could have come up with the idea. I did not realize you could put a bedroom over a garage, and double the selling price of a tiny house in the suburbs. He turned a $300,000 home into a $600,000 one. It was brilliant. Doubled his money. Seldom do you realize that kind of return on investment. Not even at the $5 slots in Vegas. Did Iowa corn farmer mention that I had a daughter who just got a silver medal in the Olympics in London?
I believe I saw something about that on AgWeb this weekend. By the way, Landbaron, what is your daughter's name and in what event did she earn her medal?
Sorry. I could not tell you her name, or what sport she was in. She doesn't like publicity. She is a very private person. If I told you that, I'd have to kill you. Someone on AgWeb might start Google searching my identity. I wouldn't want that to happen. That is right. Landbaron doesn't want his daughter's identity revealed. Next thing you know, those jealous weeds over at AgWeb would be wanting an autograph. You know, they are jealous of Landbaron as well. He isn't as rich as me, but once he learns the ropes about investing in Iowa farmland, he will be on his way to the summit. Living the good life, like Iowa corn farmer.
Richard, if your friend Landbaron begins posting about a fantasy daughter in the Olympics, it could turn out like your AgWeb problem. How long do you think it would take Ghostwriter Private Eye to find out that Landbaron's Olympic story was a crock of shit? If you are going to continue this fantasy role-playing as an Iowa corn farmer, and now as Landbaron, you had best not make ridiculous claims that can be easily fact-checked.
Don't worry about Ghostwriter, Doctor. He is history. Once Faust and Landbaron came to my defense, we had Ghostwriter headed for the reservation. Last I heard, he was trying to seduce some slutty neighbor. He even posted pictures of her. The gal had big thighs and an ass like Michelle Obama. wearing red high heels while running a Swiffer wet jet across the floor of some little shack.
Were you jealous of Ghost Rider when you saw the picture of this hot babe?
Heavens no. I pointed out that when I was living in Sioux Falls, South Dakota for a year before I got married, we hired an extremely good-looking Indian girl to keep our house clean and do the laundry. She lasted about 3 months. We let her live in a spare bedroom and paid her a good salary. My buddy would sleep with her a couple times a week to get his money's worth. However, she drank like a fish and we had to let her go. Believe she moved back to the res. I think she was a descendant of Pocahontas. No one could match my sexual exploits. No one, not even Ghost Rider. I haven't heard a word from him since I told him how many hot Indian girls I had my way with.
Richard, do you honestly believe anyone on AgWeb bought that story? They have seen your pictures from your Facebook page. And your wife mentioned during her session this morning that your sexual prowess is also a fantasy. She didn't come right out and say it, but I think Ghost Rider's analogy of being hung like a buck gerbil might be closer to the truth. The only Indian you might have had your way with is the one from the Village People.
If I might interrupt here, Doctor. Iowa corn farmer has a poster on the wall in his new bedroom of the Village People. And he also has the full collection of Richard Simmons' workout videos. I prefer Jane Fonda, but Iowa corn farmer rocks to the oldies with Richard every morning, before having a latte and logging on to AgWeb. That's right, it turns me on in the morning. Watching Richard jumping up and down like that in those tiny striped shorts. It really gets my juices flowing. So I can lay it on heavy when I log on to AgWeb and retell the stories of how I got rich in the 80s by investing in Iowa farmland. Did I mention that I have a 50,000 head hog operation as well?
Yes, Richard. I think you told me that at least 50 times.
Well, Doctor, I just came along today to tell you that Iowa corn farmer is AgWeb. That discussion board would have been history long ago if it had not been for Iowa corn farmer. People from all over the world come there every day to hear his success story and listen to him repeat it over and over and over and over again. Right on Landbaron, I am AgWeb. 48 is always saying that DB51 is AgWeb. But that is just not the case. He is just a stupid hillbilly from southern Illinois who farms ground that doesn't even have a CSR rating. DB51 hasn't raised a crop in the past 6 years. If it weren't for me ponying up my $90,000 crop insurance premium, DB51 would be a Walmart greeter.
Well, Richard, even a stupid hillbilly was able to see through your Iowa corn farmer fantasy. Just saying.
Everything is back to normal now on AgWeb. It is like nothing even happened last weekend when I was exposed as a fraud. All the lies that Ghost Rider told about me have been put to bed. I just kept telling my side of the story until everyone believed it. I am back in the saddle, as Ghost Rider would say.
I noticed monitoring the board that basically everyone there is still laughing at you, Richard. Other than 48, no one even responds to your posts. I sent a private message to Dairy Farmer and told him meeting with you might not be a good idea.
48 would be nothing if it weren't for me, Doctor. He is able to bounce his marketing strategies off of me. He has finally come to his senses after making some rude remarks and accusing me of being a fake. He now knows I own 2,300 acres, manage 6,000, have a 50,000 head pig factory, and am a major stockholder in an ethanol plant which even makes money buying $8.60 corn. For your information, Doctor. Iowa corn farmer is AgWeb.
So I've heard.
Now that this hullabaloo is over, I think my weekly visits are not necessary, Doctor.
Sorry, Richard, but I believe your wife is the only one who can make that decision. If you stop your therapy, the next room addition you'll be adding will be padded and locked.
Let's go, Landbaron. I need to get back and post on AgWeb. I've been gone for over an hour, and I'm sure everyone is wondering where I am. Good idea.